Welcome to another Noyjeetut blog. Blog. Well, right off the bat, I fucked this up royally. I should have retouched it or something. That's going to burn my fingers in a very short while. Before that happens, I'll get the reply of the week I had and my best tweet of the week. We'll start off with my tweet of the week after this car passes, because I do not want any sound interrupting my beautiful voice. This car has a camper on it that does not fit. It's actually 2 feet off, so they just put the camper on the back part so rain can get through into the truck bed. I don't understand what I just saw, but I just thought I had to describe it to you. Alright, my tweet of the week. It's very important to do something that relaxes you after work. Without that something, dealing with idiots all day kills you so much faster. So yeah. Got retweeted by two people actually, which is pretty good for me. But my retweeted tweet of the week that got the most action was actually on Big Brother, which I'm watching this season and I find fascinating as always. Looks like it's gonna be a good season. Almost said seasoning. Already there's an all-man alliance of 5 guys that formed really early and looked really powerful, but already they kind of are in trouble areas because one of them did not win HOH. So it's going to be an interesting season to see. I know men are really good at being powerful, but how much can men squirm? How much can men beg and plead and will and deal? That's more interesting. It would have been awful if the whole season they were just being powerful the whole time, but it's really going to test other areas that they're probably weaker in. But anyway, there's this one character named Candace who actually was taken off the block, but when she was on the block to be voted out, she was nominated, she started going into all these, she kept on talking about Candyland, like it's on like Candyland. She at least mentioned Candyland twice on one show. And I said, why does Candace keep talking about Candyland? Is that the only other game she has played besides Big Brother? It'd just be weird. It'd be like if I went on the game show and I'd be like, oh, I'm going to rule this house like shooting ladders. I'm just going to be going up on ladders, never falling down a chute. It's like a child's game. You reference a child's game as how well you're going to do in Big Brother. It just doesn't make sense. I thought it was pretty funny. She kept on talking about Candyland. So yeah. I've never played Candyland. I think it's all luck, right? All the roll of the die. You just gotta progress the most to an end target. I think it's really short too. So she's thinking Big Brother's gonna be like a pure luck game where she kind of floats around and just finds herself as the winner. Not any kind of skill at all. I don't think Candace is going to win Big Brother. I don't know if you can catch that from what I'm saying, but that's the gist of it. Candace is not going to win Big Brother. I can never pick who's going to win Big Brother, but I can always pick who is not going to win Big Brother. And if Candace did win Big Brother, it'd be the last season of Big Brother US ever. So yeah. I put up that taste test review of the Cool Orange Breeze, which was a thing back in 2006. It was actually a slushie that Sonics had back in 2006. It was the last I heard of it, and then it disappeared. And you got to see me describe it to the cashier / order taker. And the trouble I had with that, because I tried to mention it by name. And, it's kind of stupid to list something that no longer exists by name. But I was hoping maybe she'd been working at Sonic for the last 7 years of her life, which is now, as I say, even more depressing than anything. But I also want to say it, so if I say it enough, I don't have to explain it anymore, and I just say it again, and they'll just know what I mean and do it. So if anytime you're doing that, throw out the name if you ever order the Cool Orange Breeze. But also, I went back on that video. I added a bunch of annotations, whatever they call those, where you add notes and stuff to your video. So all up to all that dead space where I'm up there at the little intercom, and I'm waiting for her to say something, I just put everything that was racing through my mind the whole time. I thought that'd be fun, because you get actually a peek into my twisted mind as I wait there, nervous as hell. So check that out. I'm going to put that at the bottom again if anyone wants to see that, because I wanted to do that right away, but I worked that day, and I got home, and I did it really way later than I intended to. But it's up. Check that out. I think it's interesting. I think it makes the video much more funner. I kept the dead space in there because I just couldn't believe how long it took for me to get my order in. But I wanted to put something there also that people they'll actually be able to, understand the thought process going into the dead space. So there you go. That's there for you to check out. Really, I don't have much to talk about. I was thinking about touching on Paula Deen. It's a dead horse at this point. But I think I can shock people enough with my stance on everything that I can make it interesting. First of all, the person who sued her in the first place is white. And she's the one that, I don't know, I think she claimed she heard her say the N-word. But the worst thing she heard her say was the thing about having a nice wedding for one of her boys. Or maybe her, I forget which. I'm not really. The whole idea was the wedding had black servants, black butlers, and black maids and stuff. And it was all organized and done by black people. Which is awful, because, that would mean giving black people jobs. I'm joking. No, it's degrading in a sense, because it's trying to capture a part of the Old South that's dead. Believe me, it's dead, and that you'll never see that happen again. But you will see other things, other little flashbacks to people holding on to whatever's left of their tarnished racism. Like you'll see these lawn jockeys sometimes on people's front porches, and it's just a black character with a little cap on and white pants and boots. And I think sometimes he's holding a whip. I've seen a couple of those in my lifetime. I actually saw one that was politically correct. It was they took the black lawn jockey boy, and they made him a white lawn jockey boy. Touche. But anyway, it's kind of weird. I don't really like Paula Deen. I don't think she's that great of a cook. I found any of her shows very annoying. She just goes overboard with the butter and everything. And some people have actually made fun of some of her recipes. Like there's a whole Food Channel lists a lot of recipes from different people. And a while back, this whole podcast called the F Plus Podcast was just reading outrageous recipes. And one of them was for peas, and the only two ingredients were peas and butter in a frying pan. And that was it. They made a whole page just for that. It was ridiculous. I think she had something also about, I don't know if it was her. It may have been her. It was snow ice cream, where you take actual snow and make ice cream with it. And it was just pretty much take snow, add milk and sugar, and stir in a plastic bag until you got ice cream. it sounded really disgusting and really unsafe with the kind of chemicals we have coming down from rain clouds now. You don't want to eat that snow. Oh, I'll let the scar pass. But the whole thing, it was the deposition, where they tape stuff before someone goes on trial. And what happened was, let me give a smoke, was the person who took it down threatened Paula Deen she was going to release pieces of the tape unless she paid her $2.5 million. $2.5 million. Why did I go in the Jewish voice? I can't remember what Austin Powers did it for the bad guy voice in that movie. So anyway, yeah, I found that strange because that was kind of like the same thing that happened to David Letterman, except a guy I knew about his multiple affairs in the office place and was going to release it to the public and get him in a lot of trouble. But because somehow he got found it out and he became the bad guy and David Letterman became an angel through the whole process. Well, instead of that happening, the guy just went ahead and the guy leaked the tapes, and everyone knows that Paula Deen said the N-word. And my whole thought about that is, I don't really care. I don't think, if you could look at me and say that there's a word that you've heard and never repeated in your life, I'd be amazed. Because I've never heard a word and not repeat it to myself in some time, ever. Just to get a feel for what it sounds like. I've said every word I've ever heard, including that word. And from the context of how she was saying it, she was never saying it to degrade anybody. So, I mean, I really don't care what people say in the privacy of their own homes. Or at the workplace is different, yes. But it wasn't meant to, from the context, it didn't seem like it was out there to hurt anybody. And it didn't seem innocent. I mean, it's definitely some harsh language, but I always say, let the first innocent person to throw the first stone. And to watch her on somewhere like Matt Lauer, I feel sorry for her, but also it's hard to watch her because she starts crying and gets all sad. And like, I'm not racist, and just trying to prove that you're not racist is an uphill battle. I think a lot of people are just racist by the cultures they celebrate. Because culture, a lot of times, differentiate people from being equal. You know what I'm saying? Like, say your parents are both of one race, and they both share the same culture, and they want you to marry within that culture and race. Is that not racist? That's a little racist to me. You don't have the freedom to pursue whatever you find attractive, and vice versa. There's people I've seen that say, I won't date black chicks. I won't date. White girls say they won't date black men, and I've seen different people say they won't date. I've seen Asian gets persecuted. Asian men. I've seen women say they won't date an Asian man. Even Asian women say they won't date an Asian. There's different. I think everyone's has different racism already installed in them from different preferences they have, and it's just going to be racist no matter what they do. It's because that's how they are. And yeah, watching her on Matt Lauer just looking down on her as she cries. I couldn't watch that at all. He had this kind of smug airness to him, and it just seemed like you woken up in a world where no one admitted to ever taking a shit. So everyone, there was no one ever showed a toilet or anything. It's like the Brady Bunch. You always see that bathroom and you never see a toilet. None of them shit. None of them have assholes. And you're like, well, I have an asshole, and I shit daily. And everyone's like, oh dear, you shit daily. Oh, Oh my God. You should daily. Oh. So I fucked this thing up. Fuck. I'm so sad. Because these are kind of expensive. The nub. So yeah, it's also funny watching everyone escape her like a sinking ship. Everyone's moving, was it Kmart and Walmart and all these different Pilgrim foods and all these people you never heard of before, just trying to get away from Paula Dean because her name means cancer now, and she's just the butt of every joke. The best thing for her to do is, if I were her, I'd just disappear for a while. She should have enough money to go away and just disappear for a while. Retreat back to your roots, get back to Savannah, and work on your restaurant, help promote it. Just make that your number one priority, and don't worry about being on the airwaves anymore for a while. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. Who cares? I kind of feel the sad part to me is it's so later in life, and this is kind of like almost a Joe Paterno case where something he had so much fame and love, and like right after that Sandusky thing broke out, right after that he dies. So he goes out in life as a guy who helped try to cover up children being raped, and like that sucks. But again, a lot of those choices were his own, and that's how he had to live. But it sucks that if she just died right now, and her last words are just her trying to convince the world that she's not racist. A world that's not going to believe anything she says, no matter what she says. She can tell people that the sky is blue, and they're still going to go, "You sure? You sure? I don't know about that." There's a lot of judging going on right now for poor Paula Dean. Uh, it's even made me feel sorry for her, and she's not even someone I even care about. It's just sad. Poor Paula Dean. Leave her alone, please. She needs to stop though apologizing. It's gonna start wearing thin after a while. She keeps on going on there and saying, "I'm so sorry. I did not know that was an offensive word to your people. I was going to plan this wedding well in advance, and I was going to hire lots of African Americans to work on this wedding. So I was trying to help you people, because I know you have so much trouble finding jobs." That's like every time she gets a camera in front of her, she just digs a hole deeper. And yeah, she just needs to get out of the limelight, let this die down, you know, not be a personality for a while, and it'll go over after a while. Maybe someone else will do something even stupider. Uh, if anything, you know, TMZ proves that there's always someone next who's just going to fuck something up beyond proportions and just be jumped on. And start mounting a comeback when this is not fresh in everyone's minds. But I think the reaction is absurd. It's crazy. There's a question. If I'll ask you in the comments, have you ever heard a word and not repeated it to yourself just to see how it sounds or what it looks like, or know how it sounds coming from you? I've never heard a word that I haven't repeated, at least to myself privately or to other people. Uh, And I'm talking about every word. We can say the 7 words you can't say on TV by the comic act by George Carlin. Um, are there any of those you haven't said? Is there any word that you've held so sacred that you never said? To me, it's just words. So you're always just toying with them and trying to figure out how to best to express yourself. So there's never a word I've never, ever said that I haven't heard. It just doesn't make sense. Put a put a gravestone on this thing. It's dead. Fuck. That's depressing too. That's a like a I think it's $5.55 cigar. I'm pissed. Time to get a cheapie out. Save some money. Boom, boom, boom. Cheapie. Connor. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about her. Just leave Paula Deen alone. It's not her fault. It's how she was raised. That's her culture. Respect her culture, please. Her culture allows her to say those words and do those things. Celebrate her life. Also wanted to tell you guys, I've been doing some little touch up to my channel. Did some actual work on it. I actually fixed my playlist of My Boss is a Douchebag. I have all the videos I've done on my boss in it. So it's on my channel if you want to go check that out. I think it's 41 videos. And I've actually been cutting more videos for it that may or may not come out this year. We'll see. I may hold those ransom for birthday gifts. You heard it here first, folks. Oh. Well, the draw on that one's much easier than that noob. That nub. I want to thank Solgotha for sending me a package. I haven't had time to thank him for it. But pretty much the gist of it is that package is going to make sure I continue the last 2 pages. The series that has been marked in controversy. Actually, marked in like people not even watching it. It's been marked in ignorance. Marked in people ignoring it. But see, I'm going to give some teasers to some of the books he sent. Alright. One book was autobiography of a president. So that'll be good. Another book is written. It's another biography of a famous lesbian. And another one of those books is actually a book that most of the readers of are women. He actually gave me some really topical books. I was amazed, and I thank him. And I'll enjoy burning those books because I think they're rooted in evil. It was really nice of him. So got that. And I'll probably put something on each one of those when I do those. Talking about, just saying, brought to you by Solgotha, who actually sent me something in. And there's some more books, too. I forgot some. And we'll have fun with that. So, yeah, look forward to that, or don't. I think about maybe mixing it up, Maybe some in the tracksuit, but maybe some in different locations with different kinds of fires. like bonfires or like a grill fire. Oh, we're celebrating early. Grill fire. Where's some other kind of fire? Oh, just I just light up with a. I just start lighting it in my hand with a double torch, Black Ops lighter. Bam! Start the end of the page. Hold on to the book for as long as I can before it burns my fingers, like a nice cigar. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. We'll have fun with that. Check my notes to see if there's anything else. Not much else here. I've pretty much touched on everything I want to talk about. I don't know if I'm going to include it on this, but I am going to do a bit of e-begging. Well, not really e-begging. My whole thought process of this is if you have if you have money to spare and you really enjoy my videos, or you want to send me something as a present for my upcoming birthday. My birthday will be August 5th. I'm going to put my wish list pretty soon in some of my descriptions leading up to that. Probably, stopping 4 days before in my videos that I've been doing every day. And if you want to, send me something. If not, whatever. It's not like I'm expecting anything. I'm not expecting anything, so I'm going in. But I thought sometimes people like the opportunity to give, and I like to receive sometimes because I feel like all I do is give to you. I don't believe my own shit there. But you can look through my wish list and you can just laugh at the crazy stuff I want and laugh at me. There's actually a doo-doo brown tracksuit, velour, that I've been eyeing. But the only reason I even bring it up is I thought it'd be a fun way to connect to you with you spending your money on me. I only want people to think about doing it. Again, if they have a spare money, just thought it'd be fun, or if they want to spare money and they appreciate the work I put in my videos. Because trust me, I'm not a millionaire off of AdSense. I do this a lot of it out of pocket. You understand? It's my free time that I'm taking that I could better educate myself. I could be having sex with supermodels. I could be an astronaut flying to the moon. And instead, I share my life with you YouTubers out there. So it'd be nice if you got me something, right? Or maybe you just want to send a card or something smaller. I also have a P.O. box. You can check it out. I'll put it below in the description. So yeah, August 5th. That's the deadline. I'll stop, whoring myself out 4 days before that. And I am going to put a little incentive here. If I do get what I have a set amount in my mind. If I do get that, I'll do 3 douchebag videos, my boss is douchebag videos, and 3 taste test reviews, and 1 special video. I'm not sure what that'll be. I'm tempted to go back to maybe doing another dumpster diving video, or doing that thing where I showed you me and Daniel roughhousing in the pool, which a lot of people get off on. Me and my brother have had some epic pool battles, and that's fun for the whole family. So yeah, keep your eyes open. That may be in the future if you get me what I want. I'm only the gun to my own head. I'll do it. I'll kill him. I'll kill him if you don't do what I want. My demands on this wish list. But I thought I'd throw that out there. I was going to be more tricky about it. I'll let you get into my craftiness in my mind. I was going to tell Daniel, I was going to say, Daniel, you post this wish list and tell, since we have the same subscribers, you pretty much, you tell them, let's surprise Cody and give him presents. That's how twisted, how trickster my mind is. And Dale's like, no, Cody, you need to go to your subscribers and tell them if they want to get you anything. Here's how you can do it. The end. And yeah, I've been trying to include a lot of cheap stuff just in case someone wanted to just send me something that wasn't more than, say, $20. So yeah, look out for that. It's turning night here. It's like 6:30 or something. But yeah, commercial over. That's all I want to say about that. It's going to be embarrassing though. I'm just like pretending like this video never happened because I got nothing. And I'll be like, anyway. Oh, and I'll still do those videos that I do as an incentive as the week of my birthday. But they'll probably be more sparse, and they won't be in one big super focused week like that. But you'll probably get all those, except for maybe the special video this year, eventually. So it's not a total ransom thing. I'm not an asshole like that. But that whole week, though, will probably be like 1-second videos of me taping a bug. Me showing something, odd, and just like cut out. It'll be like really, those videos I do just because I don't have a video for that day. It'll be really strong-handed into that. It'll be my fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Been painting all day with oil-based paint. I have a headache and I feel like shit. So I'm sorry if I'm not in the best of moods. Something though about talking, makes me happy, and I get to laugh a little bit, and hopefully you glean some kind of enjoyment off of this. I guess it's time to close out. Go ahead. Leave on a high note. Goodbye, my niggas. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not racist. Please, leave me alone. You're all thinking it, right? Seriously, though, I mean, with hair like this, I can't be 100% white.